All right, so we're diving deep today into, well, one of those fights that just, I don't know about you, but it kind of stuck with me. Jinwoo and Beru from Solo Leveling.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So we've got like the whole breakdown of the fight right here. And what we want to do is really kind of pull out like the important stuff, like how they fought, what their plans were, and why this whole thing even matters so much.
Right, right. It's not just about like who hit who harder. We're going to look at what each of them did, why they did it. So you
Mhm.
get like a real sense of like this turning point, in Solo Leveling.
For sure. So right off the bat, I mean, both of them, Jinwoo, Beru, they just go at it, right? Like no hesitation. What do you think of that first, that first clash?
Well, Jinwoo going right at Beru like that, I
Yeah.
mean, that really stood out. Usually you'd expect him to wait, react to like Beru's power, but no, he goes straight on the attack.
Yeah, he does.
I think it shows how much more confident he's gotten. Like, he's willing to push himself even against someone as strong as Beru. That's right from the beginning, too.
So let's talk about Jinwoo's game plan. The analysis really points out how he's using those shadow soldiers. I mean, it's way more than just like, a numbers game now.
Definitely. We see him using them, the shadows, to distract Beru, flank him, even pin him down for a bit. That
Wow.
gives Jinwoo a chance to attack. So yeah, he's gone from having this like powerful army to actually using them strategically, like thinking, planning.
Okay, so Baru, the analysis, I mean, it makes him sound like this absolute force of nature.
Yeah.
All that strength and then those ant powers. What made him so tough in this fight?
Well, he's so strong and fast,
Hmm.
like naturally. Plus, being the Ant King, he has these abilities that make him like really, really hard to fight one-on-one.
Hmm.
Honestly, I think he shows just how strong these like, top-level creatures can be in this universe.
The analysis mentions a few times where things shift. At first Baru's just dominating, but then Jinwoo kind of flips the script. What do you think made that happen?
It seems like Jinwoo was really good at like seeing those tiny openings. When his shadows distracted Beru or when he used those skills like shadow exchange. It wasn't about just being stronger than Beru. It was about like being smarter, finding those weaknesses, and then boom, taking advantage.
Yeah, like that shadow exchange thing. The analysis really breaks down how Jinwoo uses that to dodge this huge attack and then just bam, counterattacks. What do you think like moments like that tell us about them as fighters?
I think it shows that Jinwoo is just becoming a much better tactician. Beru's relying on just brute force, while Jinwoo's reading him, seeing what's coming, and using his skills perfectly.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, strength versus smarts.
So, big picture, what does this fight tell us about where Jinwoo's at now and about Beru?
Well, it's clear that Jinwoo's made a huge jump, not just in power, but in the way he thinks during a fight. He can take on these top-tier threats, like Beru, and actually win. As for Beru, I mean, he shows just how scary natural power can be. But I think it also shows that even if you're strong, if you can't adapt, if you can't think strategically, you can still lose.
Absolutely. So yeah, it really highlights that evolution of Jinwoo, from raw power
Yeah.
to someone who uses strategy and skill, especially against someone as strong as Beru.
It really does. And it
Yeah.
kind of makes you wonder, right? What happens when Jinwoo goes up against someone who has both? Like they have the power and the brains. What happens then?
That's a good question. And you know what? That's something for you all to think about. We'll see you next time on the deep dive.
See you then.